All right, so today we're going deep on something called Now and Next Youth Quest.
Youth Quest.
Yeah, Now and Next Youth Quest.
Okay.
And basically it's this program that's available globally. And it helps young people develop leadership skills through a game.
Interesting.
Yeah, using a game.
A game, okay.
It started in New Zealand
Okay.
back in 2018, and then more recently just launched in Canada this year.
Interesting. So clearly they have global ambitions then.
Yeah, global reach is a huge part of the program design.
I see. Well, that makes sense, with leadership being such a universal need and all,
Yeah, for sure.
especially for young people trying to find their way in the world.
Exactly. And what I find fascinating is how they've structured the whole program around this four-level collaborative game.
Okay.
So right from the get-go, participants are learning to work together.
So you're saying collaboration is like baked into the DNA of the program?
That's a great way to put it, yeah.
So how does that actually work? I mean, how does playing a game together, even a collaborative one, actually cultivate leadership skills?
Well, that's what we're here to find out, right?
Right.
And the more we dig into it, the more I'm realizing how cleverly they've woven these different aspects of leadership development into the game mechanics.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Okay, so level 1,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about identifying your strengths,
Okay.
which, we hear that all the time, right?
Yep.
Know your strengths, play to your strengths.
Oh, absolutely. It's like Leadership 101.
Exactly. But how often do we actually take the time to figure out what those strengths really are?
Right. It's easier said than done.
Totally. And that's where Now and Next Youth Quest really shines, I think.
Okay, so spill the beans.
Yeah.
How do they do it? How do they help young people identify those hidden talents and strengths?
Well, from what I've gathered, they use a mix of different methods like personality assessments and group challenges, things like that.
So it's not just like filling out a questionnaire and then boom, here are your strengths.
No, it's much more dynamic than that.
That makes sense. I mean, true self-discovery requires more than just introspection, right? It's also about seeing how you interact with others, how you respond to challenges.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes level 1 so powerful.
Because it's setting the stage for everything that comes after.
Precisely because once you have a solid understanding of your strengths, then you can start to build on them.
Right, absolutely.
Which brings us to level 2.
Okay, level 2, hit me.
So this is where things start to get really exciting because they take those strengths that you've identified in level 1 and help you create an inspiring vision for your future.
Wait, so it's not just about knowing what you're good at, but about connecting that to your goals, your dreams, your aspirations.
Exactly.
That's brilliant. I mean, it's one thing to say, oh, I'm good at this or that, but it's a whole other level to actually envision how those strengths can be used to achieve something meaningful.
Right. And that's what level 2 is all about, helping young people bridge that gap between aspiration and action.
Wow. I'm already impressed, and we're only on level 2.
Just wait, there's more.
Okay, bring on level 3.
So level 3 is where things get really unique.
Yeah.
They introduce this framework called the Keys to Citizenship.
Keys to Citizenship.
Yeah, it's by this guy, Simon Duffy.
Okay.
But it's basically this roadmap to a good life.
A roadmap to a good life. That's an interesting way to put it.
It lays out 7 key elements that contribute to a fulfilling life.
Like what?
Well, there's things like having a life purpose, having a home,
Okay.
giving and receiving love, giving and receiving help, money, of course,
Of course.
contributing to the community, and then freedom to make decisions.
Those are pretty fundamental. I mean, who wouldn't want those things?
Exactly, and that's the beauty of this framework. It's so universally applicable.
But how do they make this, come alive in a game? I mean, it seems like a pretty complex concept.
Well, from what I understand, they use a variety of activities and exercises to help participants really grasp these concepts.
Such as?
Well, they might have them create a visual representation of the keys, or maybe tell a story, or even write a song, anything that helps them internalize these ideas and see how they relate to their own lives.
Oh, I see. So it's not just about passively learning about these keys, but about actively engaging with them and figuring out how they apply to their own unique circumstances.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, and then level 4 is all about bringing everything together.
Okay, so we've got our strengths, we've got our vision, we've got our keys to a good life. What's next?
Well, level 4 is where they create a journey map.
A journey map. What's that?
It's essentially a personalized action plan for their future.
Oh, I see.
So they take everything they've learned so far and map out their goals, the steps they need to take to achieve those goals, the obstacles they might encounter along the way, and how they plan to overcome them.
So they're basically creating a roadmap for their future, grounded in their strengths, their vision, and their understanding of what truly matters for a fulfilling life.
Okay.
This is incredible. I mean, I wish I had something like this when I was younger.
I know, right? It's such a brilliant concept.
And does it actually work? I mean, do the kids who go through this program actually come out the other end as, confident, capable leaders?
From what I've read, the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive.
Really?
Yeah, not only are they developing crucial leadership skills, but they're also gaining this sense of agency and resilience, this belief that they have the power to shape their own futures.
That's amazing.
And that's what it's all about, right? Empowering young people to become the leaders of tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Now, if you could go back in time and participate in a program like Now and the Next Youth Quest, what aspect do you think would have been most valuable to you?
Ooh, that's a tough one. But I think for me, it would have been the focus on identifying my strengths.
Really?
Yeah, I spent so much of my youth trying to fit into boxes that weren't meant for me, trying to excel in areas where I wasn't naturally gifted.
Mhm.
If I had had the opportunity to really understand my strengths early on, who knows what I could have accomplished.
That's such a powerful insight, and I think it speaks to the importance of programs like Now and Next Youth Quest.
For sure, they're not just teaching skills, they're helping young people discover their potential, and that's priceless.
Couldn't agree more. Well, this has been another fascinating deep dive.
Indeed, it has.
Thanks for joining me.
My pleasure.
And until next time, keep exploring.
And keep leading.
That's right. See you later.
See you later.